Okay, so context. I am in London for a Harry Potter weekend where I get to meet some of the guys from StarKid, and there's like a meet and greet and like photo sessions and stuff, and it's really exciting. The travel was awful. The first coach was okay, but the second coach there was like a 2-hour delay, and then I kind of got a bit lost around the airport. But I made it here in this very swanky hotel. It's so fancy. I feel very out of place, like real out of place. And I'm sorry for like the bad video quality and stuff, but it's because I didn't want to bring my camera with me, and it's just my phone, but it's fine. But yes, I met Joey in a lift, and I probably scared the life out of him, and I feel really bad about it. And then I was kind of panicking after, but I think that's just because it was not, like, I was really in my own head. I was just looking forward to going downstairs and seeing some of the people from the group chat, but then suddenly one of the people I'm here to see is there. Real weird. Yeah. But then I calmed down and now I'm alright. I think it was just because I'm very tired. I've only kind of had like a pot noodle and some fruit today. The doors are very bangy as well, but I just kind of want to sleep. But I'm going downstairs to give the 2 people to journaling who are lovely their stickers, because I don't want to be carrying around like a bunch of stickers and stuff. Okay, so
I'll probably video bomb you.
That's fine, honestly.
I have no.
It's the same thing, isn't
yeah,
it?
Probably.
It's all video-ish.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
all
right.
Images.
Yeah, yep, right.
Okay, I got here early. There was like a 2-hour backup on the motorway. Someone crashed or whatever. But I just met Joey Richter in a lift because I'm an idiot. And I panicked and I was like, hi! And he was like, oh, you! And I was like, I'll see you later. And I finger gunned. Because I'm a mess. That's great. I also met 2 of the Star Adolescent group, which is great. I'm so excited. I have so many things. I have art things. Oh no! So I'm just kind of giving them to people as I see them. But I don't know what their room number is. I've forgotten. But yes. Updated. Hello, it's officially day 2 for me. I'm excited. I had the best breakfast and I saw all the Star Kids just kind of milling around, but I didn't go up to them because I didn't want to be like creepy. You know, I saw them and stuff, and then we were just kind of chilling in the lobby and we saw them, and then we went to go to the co-op, but Lynn was like, no, I'll regret it if I don't go meet them. So we went back in and we spoke to them and they were all super lovely. I spoke to Meredith about going to Kingston and seeing like a really cute lovely place, and I told her I was trans just out of the blue. I don't know why that happened, but I did it. And I said sorry to Joey about the lift thing, and he was like, no, it's fine. I was like excited and stuff. So I was like, whew. Okay, that's fine. And we were just like, you know, speaking to them, and Dylan kind of asked, so what's all your names? And JJ said hers, and so did Lynn, and I just kind of didn't because I thought the conversation had moved on. But then he was like, so wait, what's your name? And I was like, Sophie, and I was like, oh, okay. And it was just really nice, and like, I told them all I made like stickers and stuff, and they seemed like quite happy with it, and then Brian said my jacket was cool, which is honestly the best compliment because I love people complimenting my jacket. I'm not good with people complimenting me, but because my jacket is basically my art, like, I'm like, yeah, they like my jacket, they like my art by proxy, like, so I'm really excited. But now I have to like take my tablets and curl my hair. Oh, I thought I had time for a nap, but I don't think I do, because I think like the earliest people are coming is like 12:30, so I'm gonna have another drink, maybe just some water though because it's real warm, and and then I get to meet everyone again, and yeah. Oh, I gotta get back to Hogwarts. I gotta get back to school. Shit, what did Dylan came in at the welcome list? I think I died. Everybody thinks I'm cool. I'm acting as if I'm in the fucking thing. I'm just like, yeah. It's a magical beast. To goblins and ghosts and to magical feasts. It's all that I love and it's all that I need at Hogwarts. Hogwarts, I think we're going back. I think we're starting. Okay.
You call this panic?
So queasy. Yes. She laughed, poor Weasley. Draco, you've gotta let it go. You've gotta let it go. situation I never thought I'd ever see. It's strange how I try to take a mess, make a nothing less than beautiful to me. Seems like my eyes have been transfigured. Something deep inside has changed. They've been open wide, but hold that trigger. I'm here, Italy, I'm eating a pot noodle. I had the meet and greet, the opening ceremony. Oh, I'm in my pajamas. I'm starving, but it was so good. It was so good. I gave everyone their stickers. But so, anyway, we were queuing up for like ages. And like eventually we got into the opening ceremony and we were just like sitting down. It was all really chill. They kind of came on stage and did like a bit where they all fell on the stage wearing like shower caps and nighties, and we're like, sorry, I've just got out the bed in the shower. And it was really funny. And then we did like the meet and greet thing, and we met some lovely people sitting on table 5. Really nice people. Like, and we were all so connected, and it was because I had like a deja vu dream about them a couple months ago, and like one of the people on the table's names was the exact same name as Vic's best friend and stuff, and like all good. And like they were slowly just coming around the tables in twos. We saw Denise and Jamie first, and like we just got chatting to them, and I gave them the stickers, and they were like, stickers. It was great. Like they all love the stickers. I'm so happy. But like they like the stickers, and we were just chatting and stuff, and we were chatting about like how the hotel was maybe haunted and how like Sark was. It was so great. And then we saw Joey and Lauren, and that was great. Lauren told me I should open an Etsy, and we were just like chatting away, and it was great. And then we met Meredith and Brian, and I was like, because I was sitting like right next to Meredith, I was just like gave them the stickers, and like she opened the stickers and really liked it. And then we just kind of like were chatting about like Country File and like Spring Watch and stuff, which was great. And then I told her about Richard, because I was like, so like Jamie was like a naked attraction, are you guys trying to catch it? And she was like, yeah. I was like, well, my mate Richard went to like Germany, and apparently it's like way more intense there. And I told her about the guy whipping his dick out to Richard and stuff, and she was loving it. And they were so lovely, they were so nice. And then we saw Nick and Dylan, and I was a mess. I was such a mess, like fucking out. And when I'm a mess, I get chatty. I don't like clam up. I'm just like blah, 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 blah. But I like told them, I was like, I wasn't really able to get like super personalized stuff, but I made it. I promise I'm not stalking you. And that was like a thing, and now I'm going to be known as like the stalker, which is great. I promise I wasn't stalking them. And then like we were just talking about like the stickers, and like I apologized. I was like, oh hey, sorry for bombarding you this morning. And they were like, no, we love it, it's great. And like Dylan was like, hey, like in 8 people, he was like, so what's your name again? And I was like, Sophie. And he was like, okay, I'll remember that. And I was like, poof. And I like spoke to Nick a lot, and I was like, when are you doing Sky Hotel Resort? I got it wrong, but I'm tired. I was like, I'm tired, okay? I haven't slept. And he was like, no, it's like, if people want to hear me reading it, I'll read it. I was like, I think it's great. And he was like, well, I like it. I was like, I also like it. And then I was like, sorry if it's like, I asked a question about something. I think it was about that, and I was like, sorry for the stupid question. He was like, there is no stupid question. And then I was like, well, would you rather have nails for feet or feet for nails? And then he was like, that's not a stupid question, but I gave a stupid answer. And I was like, yeah, but is that on me or you though? And he was like, it was on me. And he was like, he should have been at the other table, but he was chatting to me as he walked around, and so lovely. And then we went to the disco, and the theme was like Harry Potter House Pride stuff, so I had like yellow lipstick there and like my shirt on. And I danced a bit. I danced to a few songs. It was nice, but then I came back because it was so loud, and they announced karaoke, and they were like, as soon as I heard karaoke, I was like, nope, I'm out of here, bye. So I think a lot of people left after that, though, to be fair. But it was really, really fun. I had a really good time. I can't wait to watch more. Well, rewatch Dirk Gently. I need to finish my pot noodle and my chamomile tea, and then get into bed because I have to be up early, because we also booked the tickets for the photo sessions, and I booked a single with Nick, a single with Dylan, and a group one. And because I'm not going to LA now, I might try and buy more if they're available, with like Meredith and Jamie. I can't wait to finish this and go to bed. Bye. I'm so tired. I'm going straight to bed after this. I'm shattered. I got up at like 8:30, went down in basically sweatpants, a hoodie and a t-shirt, because I was like, fuck it. I need something to eat, I can come back, it's all good. So I did that, had a great breakfast, came back. Who gets into the lift with me? Joey. Bless him. Like, we had a lovely chat, like, for however short the time was, you know, it was like 2 seconds. So I was like, well, like, do you have trouble getting to your room? It's like, it's so confusing, blah, 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 blah. You know, typical hotel chalk. And, like, he was like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. And then as I was getting out the lift, he was like, oh, it's so, like, I love the stickers, by the way. Like, I loved, like, the Tink Amber, the thing, and blah, and stuff, and it was really good. But then, like, someone was coming into the lift, my friend, like, Alex, who's in the group. But she went to the wrong one, she needed to go down and set it up, so she was, like, there. So I kind of, like, put my foot in the doors, just in case she wanted to get in the lift. But then he was like, what's happening? I was like, I don't know what's happening. So I was like, are you alright? Until I was just like, I'm done, bye. So that's that. But then, yeah, I did this in under like an hour. I'm very proud of myself. I only burnt myself a little bit. And then went back downstairs. I had, with like 5 minutes to spare, to be honest, I had my pictures with Dylan and Nick, and Dylan said he loved my jacket. He was like, I love that vest. And I was like, Dylan, you're a babe, thank you. So I did that. And then we did like a real dramatic high five, and like, I might say this is like my hand, this is his hand. He went like that around my hand. I was like, oh babe. And then I had one with Nick, and got the picture thing. It was all good. And then after that, I just kind of like hung around. I think we all just hung around for a bit, because then it was the Q&As, and Denise and Jamie did a Q&A where they were Miss Hotel USA 2018. And that was like, it was like a skit, and it was really funny. Like, they kept it going, and they had like, they made up this like song. It was like, there's a hotel in your heart, or like, there's a hotel, na na na, there's a hotel in your heart, there's a hotel in your fingers, there's a hotel in your heart. And it was great, peak comedy.
Alright, 2 hotels, 2 hells, 2 hells.
That was really fun. I didn't get to ask any questions because I was a bit nervous, but then it was like Brian and Meredith, and like when like no one went up until like one of the people from our table, I think Helen maybe, I'm sorry, one of the people from our table just like got up and asked a question. So then I was like, you know what, I will as well. So I went up and asked about like, because they work in a planetarium, I was like, hey, cool space facts, you got them? And then Meredith went on like a massive like explanation, and had like a diagram and stuff, and I was like, I calls that, that's great. And they were really cute. They had like matching parrot shirts on. It was adorable.
I really like lmao.
Oh yeah, and Jamie and Denise were in like towels and like the shower caps, and there was a whole like lotion bit, peak comedy. And then it was Nick and Dylan, and that was great. Dylan was like, a royal family conspiracy, blah blah blah, like, it's not his dad, blah, blah, blah. And we were like, we know, but we let him have it. And yeah, they were kind of going on about that and stuff, and I asked a question about, would you want to do more drama stuff, like, and he was like, well, you know, we put stuff out and you guys just keep thinking it's funny, haha, like, that was really good. And Dylan did like a welcome, because of course he did, bless him.
It's real.
Dylan trusts me, not any of you.
No, I trust you. You're just the closest person to me. All right. The pressure is on. I feel like I'm gonna pass out already. All right.
was Joey and Lauren, and I asked about the muzzled costumes. Yeah, bit of a stupid question, but I asked it anyway. And then Joey told us airport story. We heard this airport story like twice, but it was blessing. And we had like a weird slideshow of Diane, which was just Joey on Lauren's phone flicking through like right up to the camera, which was real nice. And then after that, it was the autograph session. So I gave in my like A3 thing. I don't know if I've talked about this already, but I'm just giving a rundown of the day. So I gave him like my A3 piece, and I was like, this is this, and this is that, and blah blah blah. And they were like, Denise was like, this is so special, and Jamie was like, blah blah blah, like this is really cool. And who was after Jamie? I think it was Brian. Yeah, Brian was like, oh, this I don't want to like, I need to like dissect it and all of that. And then it went on to Meredith. Meredith was like, this is so cool, you have everything. And then it was Joey, and Joey was like, this is so cool. And he was like, I know this, and this, and this. And then it was, no, sorry, first it was Lauren, and I told Lauren about my rescue cat Minnie and how we want to punch people who are the animals. So that was that. And then I spoke to like Dylan, and he was like, this is so great. And on mine, I didn't say it on anyone else's. I kind of want to like check, like I feel like a lot of it will be on Tumblr. I was looking like at everyone around me, and like a lot of what he said on others were like, thank you for coming, or like, it's great, blah blah blah, like thank you for coming and stuff. But on mine he was like, thank you for making this weekend so special, like you're a treasure. And I was like, babe, like because he didn't put that on anyone else's. I don't think. I'll have a sneaky look, but I think it's because I was like, yeah, I'm glad, I hope you like the stickers. And he was like, yeah, I like the stickers. So, and I always like every time I see like any of them and like there's a lull in conversation, I always make a point to be like, are you guys alright, like blah blah blah, because I do it with my friends. Like I'm always checking on people, so I'm like, alright, are you guys alright, like are you enjoying yourself so far, blah blah blah. Like I don't know, being here just made me so like, wow, like expressive and handy and stuff. And ooh. And then I spoke to Nick, and Nick was drawing characters for everyone, bless him. And I was like, can you draw your cat instead? So he drew like a little one, and it was real cute. And oh yeah, and Dylan was like, is that a watercolour? And I was like, it is a watercolour, I wouldn't do digital. But he was like, no, this is great. I was like, oh. So then I came up and I had a nap because I was shattered. Then I woke up and we all got ready for the costume competition, and it was a shit show, but it was a great shit show. We made it onto Meredith's Instagram story and the Real Team like StarKid page, and basically like us in the group chat. So it was like, first of all it was Vic, who was like in a tie-dye and then had like button eyes and a mouth. Vic was first, then it was Peter in red, then it was me in dark red, then it was Alex in yellow, then it was Sarah in green, then it was Lynn in like a lighter greeny blue, then it was JJ in blue, and I don't know that one's name, I'm sorry, and then another girl in purple, I've forgotten her name, I feel awful. And then so like we conquered, like while everyone was like signing up and stuff, we had to wait downstairs for like a good 45 minutes. Like we all practiced because we were like, what are we doing? I don't know, I just got really like rowdy. I think that's the word, I got rowdy. I was like, yeah, we're gonna do like I think, I don't know, like when I'm enabled I just get shouty. So like we'd practice it and stuff like that, and like every now and then we get like, every time we like finish practicing we go 3, 2, 1, start lessons. And then like we managed to get upstairs and we went around it and they were loving it. We got introduced as like all of our names, and then Scarfy and the Star Adolescents, because we were Scarfy, and I think that's brilliant. So we were just having a grand old time at the back, and we won for best group, which is exciting. It was such a blast. Like afterwards we were like, 3, 2, 1, start lessons, and like Emily came up to me and was like, table 5, and I've met so many lovely people, like oh, I feel a bit teary. I think I'm tired. I think that's what it is. I am just so happy. Like, it's been so good. It's just been such, like I'm here on my own. Like, I mean, I know people, but I'm able to, like, come back, just chill for a bit whenever. I'm all out of pot noodles. I've been, like, I'm just really happy. I'm excited to go home. I really want my bed. I really want my cats. I really just miss having my mum there. Like, I really like just like sharing the house with her, but this has been so fun. I'm home. Oh well, my nan's, but same thing. I got back yesterday at about 6 AM, I think. It was like sort of there, because I got the coach at 12 and it was the worst coach ride ever because it was packed and I couldn't sleep properly, but whatever. I will sum up the last day and then I will just give an overview. I'm very tired, my brain is mushy, so I hope you don't mind if I ramble. Right. Last day. Get up at 7, like shower, dress, whatever, go downstairs. I get some breakfast and then Sarah comes down and she lets me put my stuff in her room because I have to check out that day. So go get my stuff, go put it in her room, and then I check out. And as I'm waiting to check out, someone comes past me and they're like taps me on the shoulder. I shit myself. I go like, huh, like that. And then it turns out it's Meredith and Brian. And Meredith goes, good morning, friend. And then walks past and Brian just kind of goes, good morning. And I go, morning, like that. Dying. Good morning, friend. That is the nicest way to wake up. Like, it's so cute. Anyway, I go back into the dining room bit because I need to sit with Sarah, do that, have a nice old chat. It's great. I don't get any more breakfast. But then we go the co-op and to get some money out, come back. Then we sort of wait at the photo desk buying place because I want to buy a picture with Joey and Sarah wants to buy a few and get them. I go straight down to get my photos. First one is a group photo with all of them and they kind of like go, hi, and kind of like light up when they see me. That's real stupid, but it's like you can tell they recognize me, and I know that's stupid because we were all together basically in the same hotel for like 3 days, but you know what I mean. It's just nice. So they're like, oh hi, and I was like, can we do finger guns because that's kind of my thing now apparently, and they're like, yes, they're the only guns that should be allowed, and I'm like, agreed. But to do that, but then something happens and the photographer's like, wait, can you come back? So I kind of have to come back and I'm like, I'm sorry, we have to do it again, and they're like, no, it's great, do it. Then I wait to get one with Joey and I want to do like the dramatic high five because that's kind of what I've had for like all of them, but he pulled me into a hug before I could even ask. So he ruined my continuity, but he gives good hugs. So, you know, swings and roundabouts. Then I had one with all the girls. I had one with Jamie, Meredith and Denise, and we all did like dramatic high fives and stuff, and the pictures came out so well. Then after that, I went back to Sarah's room and got changed. Vic was there. Vic also got changed and we StarKit bound. Vic was Titty Mitty / Jack Bauer and I was Dylan from Apocalypse Tour. So that was really fun. Also, those shorts, so comfortable. I'm just going to wear them forever. They're so nice. But, you know, we did that. And then it was Q&As again for basically the rest of the day. So we, first of all, it was the girls' Q&A and they taught us a dance, which was real fun. And then it was the boys, who it was just real fun just to hang, and then it was all of them, and that was so fun. It was a lot, but it was so fun. And they got into like chatting about how like maybe like what people think of maybe digitally doing theatre and like selling that and stuff, and a little bit complicated. I'm not sure where I stand on it at this point, like other than I know that I saw Legally Blonde online because MTV released it, and then instantly as soon as I saw tickets were available I went to see it in my local theatre. like as soon as, because I was like, this is so good online, I need to see it with like the whole theatre experience. So, you know, I think a lot of people have the same view as me, but whatever, they're speaking from like an actor's point, not a viewer's point.
I came in last night and I saw Denise surrounded by a group of people. And first, this is the first thing. This was to some real song. And Denise was going like.
But then we got a break and we ordered Domino's because we didn't want to walk all the way to McDonald's. And that was nice, just like sitting and chilling and stuff outside and laughing. And then it was time for the talent contest, and we all just kind of sat and were like screaming and shouting for everyone, because like for 160 people we were all so supportive. It was so lovely. So we did that, and then we and then all the talent contests, like an original thing won. Someone sang like I'd Rather Be Me from Mean Girls, and we were all like, Janice, like in the thing, and she won, which was really great. And then yeah. And then like, you know, it was time for the closing ceremony, and the closing ceremony was heartbreaking in the best way. They were all sort of being like, well, thank you for coming, we love being here, it's been the best time, and everyone was like, sing, 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 sing at the end of every one. And I can't really remember much. I just remember Joey singing You've Got a Friend in Me, and I think a lot of people cried. I remember at one point Meredith said like, if you made a friend here, hug them, and like Vic was in front of me, so I just like put my arms around them and went woo, like that real loud, and both Dylan and Denise looked at us and just like beamed, and it was such a good feeling. So then that happened, and after they'd all kind of finished, they played These Days of Summer, and everyone just ran onto like the dance floor and stuff, and we like all group hugged, like me, Vic, Sarah, Alex, Zoe, Charlotte, or Lottie, and we just like were all singing and like, pointing to one another and crying, and I was crying a little bit, not afraid to say that I cried, and we were all just like group hugging, and it was such a good feeling hearing everyone sing that, and everyone danced to that. And
of each other, the time we had to spend apart, we'll keep us in each other's hearts, and know the good old days.
And then after that, it was getting late. It was like 10, so I had to run and get changed. I had to like go and get my bags and stuff. I had to run and get changed into like my coach gear. I came back just in time to hear them sing Not Alone, and I cried again. Because it was like Jamie singing, and Meredith and Lauren and Dylan and Joey and Brian were doing the harmonies, and then in the background Denise and Nick were doing like beatboxing and stuff. And
Thank you guys for this weekend. I've been alone, surrounded by darkness, and I've seen how heartless the world can be, and I've seen you crying
went back, checked on my bags because I'd left them just outside, came back and they were all just milling around the back. So I grabbed Vic because like me and Vic just clicked instantly. It was like soulmates, and just like clung, I think. So I kind of like dragged Vic and kind of saw like to where they were and hung around while I waited, just because I wanted to be like, hey, thanks for bringing us all together. I really appreciate it. So I told that to like Meredith and Brian. I got a hug from Meredith, who is lovely. She's so sweet. And Brian like high-fived us and stuff. And we thanked Joey and Lauren. And I kind of messed up with Lauren because I went to ask for a hug, but then I went, oh no, it's fine, you look panicked, like just speaking out loud. And she went, what? And I repeated it like a fool, and she was like, I'm not panicked, I'm just dancing. And I was like, you look panicked, but I won't say anything. I just went, no, it's fine, don't worry about it. And then moved on to Dylan and Jamie. Managed to snag Dylan, and I was like, look, thanks for bringing us together and stuff, and hugged him. And as I was like pulling away from the hug, I was like, look, thank you for getting me into StarKid, you're the reason. And I explained to him how I was just watching the live stream, and I was like, look, someone like came up and said, would you want trans and non-binary characters? And instantly he said, oh hell yeah, that'd be great. So I explained him to that, and I explained that it's like, I instantly felt, well, I'm safe with these people. And he said, like, and he just kind of went like that, and he went, that means so much, thank you so much for that, that means so much. And I went, okay. And then I was like, look, I hope you guys know that how much we love you and like how much we want to give back to you guys because you give us so much and stuff. And he was like, that's good to hear, thank you and stuff. And then we spoke to Jamie, and I was like, well, thank you for bringing us two together, it's great, and blah 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 blah. And I thanked her for giving me so much encouragement over my art this weekend, because she was, from like the get-go, the stickers and stuff, she was kind of like rallying for me, I guess, if that makes sense. Like every single time anything art related got bought up, she was like, this is amazing, I love this so much, you're so talented. And like on my A3 thing, she put you are so insanely talented. And then I was like, well, thank you so much. And she was like, well, you deserve it, you're amazing, like your art is really good. And I said, and I was going through like, yeah, well, thank you for the encouragement, I feel like I've wanted to quit, I'm trying to go freelance and it's not working. And she's like, well, yeah, that's just the artist struggle, I feel like that every day. So we had like a little heart-to-heart about it. And today actually I posted a digital version of the A3 thing, and I tagged them all in it, and she was the only, like, she liked it. And it's just, even now after it's over, she's still supportive, and that's so amazing. But yeah, after I spoke to her and stuff, I had to run, I had to go and get my coach. The bus was like real quick, and the bus driver was so nice about it. Like he was like, hey, this is your stop, are you okay? And I was like, yes, thank you, bye, and stuff. And then I just hung around in the airport for an hour and stuff, and just like watching everything and trying not to cry. And I want to be back there. I'm sleep deprived, I'm a mess, I'm so tired, my brain is mushy, but I had such a good time. Like it was so amazing. I want to do it again, and I really hope that we can bug the guy who runs it, Sean, enough that he puts on another one, because yeah, they didn't make that much money, but I don't think that should be the point. I think, you know, the guy even said himself that it was one of the most supportive places he'd ever been, so why not recreate that? Why not do that again? Like, I want to see them, I just want to be there back again. I want that weekend to happen again. I want to see my Table 5 friends, and I want to see the Star Adolescents, and I want to see the Star Kids again, and maybe like show them how my art has progressed over the year and stuff. And I want to win Best Group again for a shitty ass costume, and I want to compete in the talent contest with a slam poem this time, and I want to be back. I'm happy to be home, don't get me wrong, I'm so happy to be home. I slept so much in my bed, and like I just hugged my mum real hard, and I love being at my nan's, and I miss my cats. But that whole weekend was like being a concert elevated, and I just want to be back. So that was a very Potter weekend from my perspective. I had such a good time. I really hope I get to do it again. Bye.